Welcome back guys to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you all how to get better in Jujutsu Infinite PvP so you guys can go into ranked and don't get absolutely decimated by a random booty infinite player. And before we get started guys, please make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe on the video, and please make sure to join my Discord whenever you guys can. So before we go into the sandbox and I show you guys just exactly how it is you can get better, first thing I'm going to show you guys is what armor you need. So here I'm using the Fantasist, Atherion, and Empyrean, and the Hollow Sword. You can get these three or these four items actually from doing the Success Calamity boss, the Eyes of Willpower. You can get the Eyes of Willpower from just doing any mission, from doing bosses. You just got to make sure that you check the rewards, and then you can get the Eyes of Willpower from whichever one it drops. If I'm not mistaken, it should be the third mission whenever you go into quests, I think, and then it should give the rewards for the Eyes of Willpower, the Eyes of Strength, and whatever else. I think the Eyes of Insight as well. And then for your ring. Your ring is going to be a little bit more complicated because right now I'm using enlightenment beads, but this item is no longer obtainable. This item is a tester only thing. So yes, you can trade for it and you can try getting it like that, but if not, you have to try to substitute, and for that I recommend using the tactful ring, which gives a little bit more technique. Alright guys, so now the first thing we're going to get into is your M1 trades. The M1 trading system in this game is very simple once you get a hang of it. So what you're going to see is here, you're going to see the dummy doing 5 M1s before having a slight cooldown. So what you want to do is you want to try to get up to your opponent. When they do the first M1, you want to unblock immediately and then just start M1ing right away. By doing that, you take over the combo and then you can continue your own combo into whatever moves you have. Up next, what I will be showing you guys are playstyles. Playstyles in Jujutsu Infinite vary between player to player and also vary between your innates. When doing an offensive playstyle, one thing I like to do is this. I like to dash at my opponent, cancel it, and then use a move that I know will guard break. For this example, I use Metal Rain. Metal Rain is a move that not only has a big radius, it also guard breaks and stun locks, meaning that my opponent can't get away. And the reason I dash is because my opponent can no longer move as he is stunned because of my dash. Another move that I like to do is called the zigzag. What the zigzag is when you dash at your opponent just like this, you quickly press Q and then go back and then start M1ing again. What this does is whenever you fight an opponent who knows how to M1 trade on the very first M1, doing that makes them miss and they'll have a little bit of stun before they can use their next M1. You can dash back at them and then win the combo over and then start up your combo again. Now the last thing you want to be able to do when you're an aggressive player or just any player in general is apply pressure to your opponent's block. Meaning, so you're going to see people blocking like this. You can be using moves like triple kick, talon strike, or any other innate moves, for example, and the best thing you want to do is just lower their shields to the point where it starts getting red like this, and then it just guard breaks. Doing that leaves them stunned for a very long time, and then you can dash at them and begin your combo. You should also keep note, whenever you're doing this, always remember what your opponent's block is, because after a couple of seconds, if you don't apply pressure, your opponent's block will regen back up to blue, and then you'll have to restart again, and then your cooldowns will also have to wait, and then it gives your opponent a better chance for them to apply pressure to you. Now for the defensive playstyles. Defensive playstyles in this game are very useful and a little bit better than offensive playstyles. Being able to make your opponent waste a bunch of your moves and have a bunch of cooldowns will make it so that they will no longer have anything to attack you with, and then you can start capitalizing on that. So one thing you can do whenever you're playing as a defensive playstyle is just starting to run around a bit. When your opponent will start dashing at you, and then you first thing you want to do is just block and then just dash back with Q like that, and then just run around and then let your opponent start spamming a bunch of moves. You'll see them just throwing out random moves like this, just whatever it is, whether they try to do it, just get a combo on you, and then you can just run around and don't allow them to hit you. Now moving on, it's going to be your skill tree. Your skill tree really varies between players. Just because somebody has they're better doesn't mean that they're worse. I'm going to show you guys my skill tree, and then if you guys want, copy it, pause the video, whatever you want to do, and then just use this for yourself. But at the same time, the player creates the skill tree. So here's my health, here's my focus, my technique, and my strength. The innates I used to reach number 1 were Straw Doll, Star, Vessel. The reason I use these three is because of the following moves. For Vessel, with the latest updates, with Flame Arrow now being significantly better, Rend, and High in Awakening, these three moves are very crucial to have in your build. Rend being a far range starter, extender, and also a finisher. Flame Arrow, you wouldn't really use this in a match unless you're in your high in Awakening, and I'll get to that in one moment. But Flame Arrow, whenever you chance it, will be insanely good. When you're not in your domain, it'll do around 3,000 damage, and whenever you are in Malevolent Shrine, it'll do a lot more. Now, High in Awakening. I've heard many people say that High in Awakening was not that good of an innate because it doesn't do damage to anybody, but that is completely wrong. High in Awakening is one of the best, if not the best, maximum technique to use in this game. Because it helps you restore your HP up to 3000 HP, it allows you to tank at least 1 or 2 more combos. And then you have Malevolent Shrine. Malevolent Shrine isn't that good of a domain by itself. It does do damage to your opponent's block, and it does do damage as well over time. And you have Infinite Void, which will get you guys a lot more damage, but the reason you would want to be running Malevolent Shrine is for Fuga. Whenever you're in Malevolent Shrine and you have High in Awakening with Fuga, you can chant it, and then it does around 6,000 damage, which is almost an entire opponent's stock, and then that's just a free stock and you'll be up ahead. Now Star Rage. Star Rage is single-handedly the best overall innate in the game. It has a bunch of damaging moves and a bunch of guard breaking moves. The moves that I used when I reached the number 1 spot was Mars and Jupiter. Mars being a very good extender, it guard breaks, and it also does around 1000 damage just with that one move. And then Jupiter. Jupiter is a combo ender. Even though you could use a move like Reversal Red, Jupiter knocks your opponent back, so it gives you time to breathe, and it also has an enchanted variation, which you don't need a mode for, which sends your opponents flying, again giving you even more time to breathe. And then comes Straddle. Straddle is a very underrated innate in my opinion, and you would like to use the following 2 moves. Nail Barrage. Nail Barrage is a move that allows you to combo extend or even combo start, and it's ranged as well, which allows you to shoot nails into your opponent, and then those nails stick onto your opponent until you take their life. And then you have Hairpin. Hairpin is a move where whenever you use it, you slam your hammer into your fist, and then it does damage to your opponent, ragdolling them for a second, potentially giving you guys a free chance to use Tendril and start a combo, or even if they're blocking, it guard breaks that distance, and again allowing you to begin a combo. Innates in this game are your choice, and you can pick whatever you want that maximizes your build the best. The innates that I currently use right now are Ancient Construction, Demon Vessel, and Infinity. So with that, you guys can go into ranked and just start playing better and start beating a bunch of other people and start climbing up the leaderboards again, and hopefully I can find you guys in my queue. Now I'm going to play one match against my friend, and then I'm going to show you guys just exactly how this advice that I've just given you can work in an actual match.